What's going on, world? This is the 19th episode, or 20th, sorry.
20th
It's
episode.
the 20th episode of the Bet On Us podcast, and we've made it to 20, dude.
Crazy. Crazy.
Andreas and Sean are behind the boards.
What's up? What's up?
Yo, what's up?
I'm Mike, and this is the one and only 1K Watts.
Yep.
Glad to be here this week. We actually got some good, entertaining shit to talk about a little bit.
A couple things.
Yeah. I'm still eating up this whole Zion fucking Mariah Mills drama, bro. Did you see her tweet the NBA and the Pelicans saying that if they didn't trade Zion, that she was going to release their sex tapes?
Yeah, she just got banned for Twitter.
I know.
From Twitter for that. So
And there was somebody else she was trying to out, too.
why are we giving this broad any type of light? Like, bro, she's just a fucking dumpster for cum. Like, why are we...
Literally a cum dumpster. And why we acting like this is the first time that NBA players have been fucking porn stars?
Yeah, I mean, bro, she a regular ass broad. Like, shouldn't be news.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Everybody has women in their life that talk a lot. You
Right.
know? It's a regular shit.
Right. And she ain't cute enough to be acting out like that anyways.
Nah.
But John Morant's suspension just got finalized. He's suspended for 25 games.
I thought it'd be longer. You know?
So I thought it was going to be longer too, and I kind of heard some of the backlash initially about this being very light compared to some of the other suspensions that have been handed down for similar things. But then I listened to somebody break down his financial loss that he's experienced from. So he's going to lose between $8 and $10 million next year for 25 games. He lost some kind of incentive this year for not making the All-Star roster or the All-NBA roster or something like that. And then next year, he's not allowed to win any major awards in the NBA. So he can't win MVP, All-NBA, or anything. And so that's going to be, there's some kind of incentive tied to his contract about that as well. So even though it's only 25 games, he's lost tens of millions of dollars because of his stupid ass antics.
I think if you MVP and you miss 25 games, you should get 2 MVP trophies. Like,
Yeah,
that's
right?
impressive. If you outdo everyone else and you miss 25,
Right?
you know, that'd be fun.
Do you guys think he learns from all this?
He's a young
I think
man, dude.
he is very young. Do you think he actually turns it around after this? I mean, or do you think he's just going to keep doing his thing?
No, I think he's going to have a long, normal, healthy career. He does have to go through some kind of, like, therapy bullshit, though, too. But, I mean, this isn't I'm not going to sit here and write him off completely. I'm going to be forgetting about Gilbert Arenas. Back in the day, got in trouble for bringing a fucking gun into a team facility in the locker room, served his suspension. He had a long career after that, so it's not like he's going to be fine.
I think some people don't want it changed. You would have changed. You wouldn't have done this a month later. You know, it's like the kids that are always in detention. You want to be in detention because it makes you feel some type of way. This ain't going to change, you know.
But it makes me think of like the 8 Mile rap that they made about him. Do you guys see that?
Yeah.
It sounds like he came from like a decent upbringing and like a good background, good family and everything. So it's like, has he always been like this, or is he just starting to act like this? You know what I mean? It's like, who is he really?
He ain't
Is trying
about
to
that
act like
life.
he's got street cred or trying to get street cred or what?
Also, let's not take away from kids that have went to private school. There's some badass kids too. Like, they're up to no good. They're doing drugs. They got money to have all the best shit. Private school kids are just as bad, you know? You know some. Like, private school kids are fucking jackasses.
It's just the opposite end of the spectrum, right? So you have kids that might come from shitty upbringings to where they didn't have a father figure involved, so they don't have that male role model to teach them right from wrong. But then you have these super wealthy kids whose upbringing is totally different, but they still got parents that aren't involved. They're
Exactly.
taken care of by some fucking nanny.
Yep.
They got money to go do whatever they want. Like,
And-
I'm not trying to sit here and compare the two. One upbringing is definitely worse than the others, but rich ass kids can still get in trouble too.
Yeah, and I mean, from perspective, because I feel like I've seen both sides of the spectrum. The kids that go to public school get in trouble because of and with other public school kids, whereas kids that go to private school get in trouble because they want to be like somebody they're not.
Yeah, that's fair. I've never thought about it that way.
I feel like he's not a gangster and he's trying to act like
Exactly.
a gangster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not
Right.
that. Why are we
Yeah.
waving a gun on Instagram
Don't be that
Live,
guy.
bro?
Yeah, you don't need to do that.
You're gonna get beat up.
You have all this money. It's like, you don't need to do that.
And that's what gets a lot of people in real trouble in life, is like, you might end up dead because you're playing around.
He needs to get some new friends, is what it is. That corny ass saying, birds of a feather flock together. It's like, bro, you are who you hang out with. Dude.
Yeah,
If
that's
you're
facts.
hanging out with a bunch of idiots, What are you gonna be? You would think like if you're John Morant and you got friends who came up with you and have known you since you were kids that don't have shit. From his friend's perspective, I would be looking at him. It's like, this dude is my opportunity to do something with my life. I'm not going to let him piss it down the drain from a selfish perspective.
Yeah.
Right?
Up, yeah.
Like, tighten up, bro. Like, I wouldn't be the one. I don't know. I'm not going to sit here on fucking Instagram Live showing you while you're sitting there carrying
But
a gun.
also,
Why would I do that?
how many times in our lives have we tried to tell somebody something and it not be taken the way that we thought it would?
Yeah.
You know, even between homies.
That's fair. That's a very good point. Yeah, so he needs to tighten up, dude. I think he's got to take that shit on the chin. How old is John Morant?
24, maybe?
23, 24? So he's still hitting that point to where it's like 23. We still got to give him the benefit of the doubt because he's young. By the time you start hitting 25, once you get to your mid-20s, dude, if you're making the same mistakes, you don't get that pass for
23
being
is-
young and stupid anymore.
23 is about where it ends. It's like,
It's getting close.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, bro, come on. Tighten up.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't get that pass for being a young, stupid man anymore, you know?
He needs that locker room mentor. You know, he needs somebody to fucking sit him down.
He needs to get taken out for a walk.
Yeah, big ass Steven Adams on there. Got to give him a little bit of fucking work. But
What else we got?
the U.S. Open just ended. Clark won. Rory McIlroy hasn't. I didn't know it's been so long since he's won a major. He hasn't won anything since 2014.
Really?
I didn't know that. I was actually watching a little bit of golf. I usually don't watch much golf, but I was watching on Sunday and they
Big
brought up
golf-
that stat.
big
Rory's
golf
always
guy
in-
now, huh?
He's always in the mix, but like he's always known for like kind of choking it off
Yeah.
at the end. You know, he's always right there though.
Finishing like second or third, being really close. And I think Clark had a hole 9. He like double or tripled bogeyed or some shit and gave Rory that opening to come back, but Rory just couldn't close the distance. But I don't really pay much attention to golf, but I didn't have anything else to do on Sunday, so I watched a little bit. Then there was also that away from sports, that whole submarine thing.
Yeah. We still got a lot on sports, though. Suns and,
Oh, yeah.
a bunch of, but yeah, we could talk about the submarine thing, which is kind of crazy. I mean, fuck. If they only got 48 hours of oxygen, dude, they better find them fools quick.
Yeah.
I mean, the best case scenario of this whole situation is maybe there's a couple Cowboys fans in that submarine, you know?
Right? leave him at the bottom of the ocean.
I'm just kidding.
So for a little bit of background on that, it was a group of, was it 4 guys or 5 guys?
I think there's a child there, too, with their dad.
Some 5 dudes that are multi-millionaires, very well off, decided to invest. I think I read something that they put a bunch of money into this submarine to be able to go explore the Titanic.
Yeah.
And they lost communication
Yeah.
with, I guess, above sea level people. I don't know who it was that they were talking to. But they lost communications and now we don't know where they're at. And they're about to die. So I hope they get found.
You said above sea. I don't know who they're talking. Just people down the street in the ocean. Just a little bit. Look, here's my thing. The Titanic sank. Don't go find it.
We've seen the movie. We need to go down there.
Why are we gonna just repeat what happened originally?
Right.
It just seems like a
Well,
dumb.
yeah, it's like there's plenty of pictures online, dude. We all know what happened, like you guys said. It's like, what's the point of going down and looking at a dark ass fucking mossy
And
boat?
how much of the ocean is unexplored? It's so
Yeah.
scary. It's like, who knows?
Isn't it crazy that we've only explored? I don't know what the percentage is, but there's still so much in the ocean that we have not seen.
I think we only knew like 3% or something.
It's
like
something. I was gonna
super
say
low.
less than like
They
10%.
say that we know more about space than our own ocean.
That's
fucking
crazy.
scary, dude.
That's crazy. Because all the shit that so you go a certain depth in the ocean, it's pitch black. There's no light.
Facts.
But not
And
even
it's not that deep either. You
It's
don't have
not
to
that
yeah.
deep. But not even that. You have to have normal submarines can't take the pressure from the weight of the water once you go down to a certain depth. That's crazy, dude. Like, it's so far down that it would just squish a normal submarine like a fucking soda can.
Yeah.
Well, it's like even if they're running on like their last hour and they make like a last ditch effort to just fucking bail and just try to go for
not
the
getting
top,
that.
you're not gonna make it, right?
Exactly.
It's like
As soon as
The submarine is sealed from the outside, so even if they wanted to, they couldn't get out.
Exactly.
It
Yeah.
has to come to the top and it needs to be unbolted.
And what ocean are they in? That's probably like
Atlantic.
there ain't no way they're coming out of that. They're in freeze and yeah. It's,
See, the part where I would have stopped was they're going further down than most military vessels
Yeah, if the military can't do it with our fucking crazy spending budget, yeah.
Wait, hold up. Is this the Bermuda Triangle or?
Dude.
I mean, and what's scarier is the ocean's only gonna get bigger due to time and erosion.
Well, yeah, and the
You know?
fucking ice caps
It's
melting
gonna
off
be
and
nuts.
shit too.
So I stay away from the ocean.
Yeah, we might all be underwater one day. You never know.
I don't go
Global
further
warming.
than my knee.
I don't like not being able to see what's underneath me.
Yeah.
But then again, I did go to. I don't know if it makes it any better being able to see. I think if I'm gonna get bit by a shark, I would rather it just have no idea and just get me in one
Like
foul
that
swoop.
that kid that jumped out the boat. They say that could have been a shark that killed him. You remember the kid that was just on? He was like an 18-year-old. Yeah, jumped off the back of it, disappeared.
Oh yeah, that's stupid.
He did it
bro.
at fucking night too, dude. So the boat just kept on going. He was out there swimming. He probably just fucking drowned.
All
after.
you see a motion from the left side, and you hear a couple people shark, and that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear
fuck
the shark
that.
thing. I just thought he just started swimming like an idiot. And just,
No,
What
because
a
you
dumbass,
you
though.
see him try to come back, see something, and then start paddling that way.
Why are you paddling? You're not out swimming that shit. I didn't watch that video because I haven't seen it.
It's nuts.
That's crazy, dude. But think about, dude. I don't fuck with sharks. So up in the Bay Area, I guess
does?
there's a bunch of good surfing up in the San Francisco Bay Area. But I guess their great white population up there for whatever reason is ridiculous. Like there's great whites all over the place, bro. No, dude. Like I'm not cool with seeing. I don't know, dude. There's no way.
Sharks, spiders, and snakes. The 3 S's. I kind of
dude,
stay
that's so
away
weird
from.
that you said that because I've always lived by that.
Yeah.
The 3 S's.
Yeah.
I've always told people that.
Keep
dude.
me
It's
keep
like,
me out of there.
Yeah, not for me. You're in their world, dude. It's like you can't run away,
Bro,
You can't fucking hardly swim away.
We've all been on the Central Coast before when we were kids, like boogie boarding and shit in the water, and you feel a piece of seaweed scrape your leg, and your balls sucking up into your body. You're like, ah! Like dip out and get out of that shit.
That's assuming my balls weren't already in my body.
Yeah, they went further up in my body.
So want to talk basketball?
Yeah, back to sports. Chris Paul just got traded to the Wizards for Bradley Beal.
Yeah.
That was a big one.
I mean, the Wizards are in the shitter.
The Wizards aren't going to be good. I'm surprised he even wants to play anymore. He's 39. He's made his money. I would assume the only reason Chris Paul wants to play now is for championships, and you ain't getting there with the Wizards.
Do you come to terms with no championships?
Yeah, I think he's at the point.
Yeah.
Well, he's playing on the Wizards. He's not going to drag that. Who's on the Wizards right now?
Kyle Kuzma.
Oh,
baby.
didn't John Wall go back to the Wizards? Because he went to the Clippers.
Kyle
Yeah,
Kuzma.
Kyle Kuzma. John Wall's back on the Wizards because he got traded to the Clippers, and the Clippers sent him back to the Wizards. But he hasn't played in like 3.5 years or some shit because of all his injuries.
These guys just got to know when to hang it up.
But the Suns aren't going to be that much better. You know they don't have anybody else on
their
their
bench?
on their roster
Yeah.
besides their 5 starters.
Yeah, their bench is fucked.
Yeah, so you got Beal, KD, Booker, Ayton, and then Cameron Payne
Yeah.
is the other one who's still on the roster, and they don't have anybody else
I
on
mean,
their
that's
roster
a badass
yet.
starting lineup, but yeah, you need some depth.
I think they're going to trade away Ayton. Well, they need some. That's the only asset they can give up to get some other key play. You need role players, dude.
Give him AD. We'll take Ayton. I mean,
Give us Ayton and a couple picks. Shit.
yeah, yeah. I don't know.
It's gonna be a straight up. They're not better than AD, bro. I'm sick of seeing AD grab his elbow or his shoulder or his vagina every other play.
It's camel toe. Michael Jordan.
Oh yeah, Michael Jordan's about to finalize selling his majority stake in the Charlotte Hornets.
About time, right?
Yeah, I mean he's still going to be a minority owner, but he's not going to be the face of the franchise anymore, which I think is probably a good thing.
Here's the saddest thing, dude. He went so many years winning as a player and then just went to so many years losing as an owner.
I know. It doesn't translate, bro. Great players don't necessarily make. Well, but how big was his role? Was he playing a general manager role? Was he like
No.
involved in the day-to-day operations of basketball?
I don't know about the operations, but he wasn't the GM. I would just see him at games,
Yeah.
you know. I don't think he was as invested as a lot of other owners might be,
No.
you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, you know what I just saw today? Switching sports, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it.
Tyreek Hill got in trouble for slapping somebody while fishing today.
Ooh.
There's like a charge out. I think he's got a charge. He hit somebody while he was fishing in the back of the head or something, like on purpose.
I didn't hear about that.
Kind of crazy. Yeah, Marina.
So let's see what comes of that. And then Alvin Kamara is going through his whole trial from that incident a couple years ago,
In
right?
Vegas at the Pro Bowl.
Was that this last year or was that the year
2
before?
years.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
So it was what? He just got in a fight at the Pro Bowl?
They jumped this dude.
They beat him
Like
up?
they put hands on him, and his homies are stepping on him, and yeah,
Damn.
it's tough.
I wonder if there's going to be any potential suspension coming from
That's
Alvin
why
Kamara.
people didn't want to draft him last year because they thought he was going to get suspended throughout the year.
Oh.
Oh, Kamara.
Yeah. The Saints are going to suck anyways. It's not like it's gonna
They
make-
might be a dark horse. You never know.
Who's fucking... Oh, they got Chris Olave.
Yeah.
But Mike Thomas isn't going to do shit.
Their tight end's decent. I like Juwan Johnson.
Oh, yeah. Jawan Johnson's pretty good.
Derek Carr might be something. Yeah. And I mean,
We'll
look
see.
at that division. You got, what, the Bucks? And,
That's true.
The Bucks, the Falcons, and the Panthers.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
the Panthers are going to be all right.
Eh,
That's assuming their
they
quarterback.
got a rookie
no.
quarterback.
Who's their quarterback? Did they get Stroud?
No, they got the guy from Alabama, Bryce Young.
Young.
Oh, that's right.
Stroud's.
And then what the Falcons?
Texans. Okay.
They got that rookie that they drafted last year. I can't think of his name.
And they
right
got
now.
Bijan Robinson.
They got Bijan
yeah.
Robinson, but I don't think they're gonna be a
Oh,
threat.
Ritter.
still
Ritter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Des-
still got
Desmond
Cordell.
Ritter. Who?
Cordell Patterson.
Oh,
He's a stud of a utility player.
I think
Yeah.
if the Panthers can figure it out, they might be decent. I like Miles Sanders in the backfield. Their tight end. Didn't they upgrade tight end?
Yeah. The best team... the team that wins that division is not going to be that high above 500. It's not like they're going to have a 13-4 team
You're right.
on that.
It's going to be 9 and...
Saints
Barely
might,
over
Saints might be
500.
winning that division then.
Yeah.
They got
With
Chris
a 9 and
Olave.
8.
They got Michael Thomas coming back.
And their D-line is stout.
That's true.
Yeah. What was
Cameron.
Cam Jordan?
Yeah, Cam Jordan.
They have a good inside linebacker.
Yeah.
Who knows? That division's kind of weak overall, but I mean,
Yeah, it's a pretty trash division. They might be able to win. It's going to be like that year the Seahawks won the division with like a fucking 7-8 record or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, the NFC East has gone through that too. I feel like
Yeah.
that was just recently.
we're at 17 minutes.
17.
Yeah.
What else we talking about?
Manscaped.
Oh, Manscaped. Hey,
Hey,
let's
shave
not
your
forget,
balls.
Yeah, let's not forget about Manscaped. Hit Manscaped's website. Use the code BET on us for 20% off any order and plus free shipping.
Free shipping worldwide.
Yeah.
Why?
Help us out. Help us help you. You know.
Yep. They got a lot of different things. They got some anti-chafe boxers that if you're active, you walk around a lot, and if you're a thicker boy like I, whose thighs rub together, get some of their boxers. They got some shit you can rub on your thighs too.
Hey, talk about who got the boxers from the Bucks.
Oh, I use a pair of boxers.
How do they feel? They're good.
Pretty good. Again, they're medium, so they're a little bit snug on me. I did their body wash is fire too. I use some of their body wash. Very nice, very nice. I shave my balls with the same razor I shave my face with. The weed
I
whacker.
can smell it.
The lawnmower works great.
Do we have anything else in the NFL? I
Yeah.
feel like something's happened football
Can you
wise.
check our notes real quick, Sean, just to see what we had? I feel like there was something that just happened, dude. What am I blanking on? DeAndre Hopkins still has not been signed. Dalvin Cook still hasn't been picked
I
up.
feel like I saw something on the McAfee show today that I wanted to talk about.
Oh, the Conor McGregor thing.
Oh, that too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Chief got the rings.
Oh, Chiefs rings.
Did that hurt you seeing that?
Tweeted about it.
It did. I did tweet about it. You saw that, huh? Yeah. It made me sick. And what even is the cherry on top is that we got our NFC East championship. Bro, smelt that shit. I don't want to see those rings. You know?
Adding insult to injury. I bet you none of the players on your team were excited about getting that shit. Like this. fucking
No,
sucks.
but how cool is Pat Mahomes, dude? Fucking Jamar Chase said Pat who? And Pat, you heard about this? Okay, so they were interviewing the Bengals, and they asked Joe Burrow who's the best quarterback in the league. Joe says Pat. You know, they asked Jamar Chase, and Jamar says Joe, of course. And then his response was Pat who? Because the reporter was like, how about Pat? And he goes, Pat who? And Pat's response when he got his second ring, like he took a picture and put it on Twitter and said, that's who.
Damn. Damn. Yeah. What do you say that shit?
And, oh,
I was just gonna say I understand Jamar Chase backing up his quarterback. You know, it's like, but Why are you gonna do that to Mahomes? Like, what are
Yeah,
you thinking,
bro.
dude? He's already a Hall of Famer. Like, get out of here.
Yeah.
Like, put some respect on him.
I did see the podcast with Jason Kelsey and Travis Kelsey, and they had Andy Reid on as the guest. That was actually a pretty good podcast. I always
love that
forget what the
podcast.
name of their podcast
New
is.
Heights.
New Heights. That was a good episode, dude.
I like that
It was
podcast.
very entertaining.
How do we feel about that quarterback documentary coming out on Netflix?
Oh yeah,
I'm fucking
so
bricked.
Omaha. I love that it's being done by Omaha Productions
Yeah.
too, which is Peyton Manning's production company. It's going to be a show called Quarterback. Are they following high school quarterbacks, or is it going to be college
it's
quarterbacks, or is
just
it NFL guys?
Yeah, so they're following Marcus Mariota, Pat
Oh, that's
Mahomes,
right.
and Kirk Cousins throughout the season, like how they prep for games, their family time during the games.
behind the scenes, bringing a human element to see what these guys are like off the field.
I was gonna say, is it like a reality show?
Yeah,
or-
kind of.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna be seasons, right? I mean, because
Yeah.
you can't just do these three quarterbacks
So
to be done, right?
next year, I heard it might be Joe, and whoever else. I heard Jalen turned it down for this year. Probably didn't want distractions.
Focused.
Yeah.
Talking about hard football stuff too. Hard Knocks. I guess everybody's turning down Hard Knocks.
Yeah, the Lions turned it down again.
There's been like several teams that they've approached and they're like, nope, we don't want to be a part of that shit.
Like a curse or what?
They just don't. I think it's
It's a distraction.
dude.
Yeah.
Even like in last year's Hard Knocks, Jared Goff was barely in it because I don't think Jared Goff was fucking with him. Like he didn't want to talk to him.
Yeah.
They would try to interview him and he'd be like, no, get out of the meeting room. They'd like push him out because you're having these like focused meetings and now you got a camera crew in there.
And I mean, even we know like how disruptive that is just seeing ourselves on the monitor.
Oh yeah.
You know?
And sometimes people start. You're in a room. How many people are on a football team? 53 plus all the staff. Sometimes people start acting out and acting a
funny.
little bit different,
Yeah.
and cracking jokes and shit when there's a camera around because they're trying to be that guy.
Like the
and all
boys
that
think
shit.
they're comedians when the girlfriend's around.
Yeah. As soon as there's a camera on, you think you're an actor.
I'm very excited for that show though.
So it's gonna be interesting. Is there gonna be a team that wants to do it, or are they just gonna be force somebody to do it?
I don't think they can force it, right?
I mean, they're not gonna not shoot an episode of Hard Knocks.
I don't know.
That'd be interesting.
I'm a fan of staying out of the limelight.
Yeah.
You know.
Focus.
Yeah.
I personally would like to see like the Steelers on it, just so I can like kind of see,
To give you something.
behind the scenes. Yeah, just a little extra something for my team. But I don't want it to distract him. If it's gonna distract him, it's like I'd rather not. But it'd be cool
I
to
mean,
see
I
it.
guess I'd feel the same way if you were heading into a pretty tough season as well. Have something to look forward
Third
to.
place,
I'm
a
kidding.
third place division
I'm just kidding.
finish.
I'm
Okay.
just kidding. That was uncalled
As a
for.
Steel-
I'm sorry.
as a
So I was
Steel-
like, fuck y'all.
As a Steelers fan or Chargers, well, you guys have talked about more right now. I feel like, are there times where you're like watching these reality, or not reality, but like these TV shows like McAfee or anything on ESPN? You're like, man, I wish they talked about my team more.
You know, I just heard them talking about Kenny Pickett the other day, so I was like, all right, yeah, there's some love right there. And I do hear like Colin Cowherd talking about, you know, the AFC North and thinking that like the Steelers are getting slept on and stuff like that. So I feel like people aren't counting us out or anything like that. So I'm not feeling like, I mean, I obviously know they're not going to talk about us as much as like your team or the Chiefs or any of like the top teams from last year. It's like,
Yeah.
obviously they're not going to talk about a mid-level team.
I mean,
Right.
they
You
talk
know,
about the
so-
Cowboys fucking every day.
No, no.
Yeah, that's because there's too many fucking Cowboy fans out there, I guess. But no, I don't feel like they're not showing us love or anything like that.
It's just,
From an outsider perspective, is there like 3 or 5 teams that they're constantly talking
Yeah.
about?
For sure.
Yeah.
Which are-
Chiefs are always one of them.
I think
Chiefs.
right now it's Chiefs.
Jets.
Bengals are always seem to be there.
Jets are getting talked about a lot right now.
Yeah, I feel like the Dolphins get pretty talked about.
I heard the Jets, and the rumor about the Hard Knocks and Jets. I could see that happening.
Yeah, because fuck, a little circus show over there with
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers. Yeah.
But it's just, it depends on the shows you watch, too.
They're biased.
They're biased. Yeah, they have certain teams that they talk about, and probably, I mean, a lot of them are in LA or New York anyways. There's not a lot of them located in random spots in the middle of the country. But certain shows talk about the same teams over and over and over.
Because I remember the times, especially between 2018 and 2020, where dude, in my head, I was begging for somebody to talk about the Eagles. I'm like, I got all these segments to watch, and none of them are about the Eagles. Where now I feel like it's the opposite. Everything I see on YouTube's Eagles, or but I think it comes in waves.
They weren't talking about the Eagles in 2018? Didn't they win the Super Bowl that year?
No, 2017.
Oh.
2018 was we lost in the playoffs, and then 19 we finished like fucking 5-12. had a horrible year.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm so excited for football season to come back around. Before we hop off, let's touch base on the Conor McGregor
Yeah.
rape allegations.
Okay, so obviously the video kind of shows that she walked with him. It's not like he picked her up. And I mean, that was a big bitch. Who's he picking up? How
I didn't know Conor was into BBWs.
You saw her shoulders?
Well, I saw two girls walking with him. One was like, good looking and like smaller, and then one was like a more hefty.
He was holding the hand of the hefty one, Sean.
Yeah.
The minute that I called it bullshit was when her story said that she said that the security guard was in the handicap stall with them.
Yeah.
And then she said she got away by hitting Conor with some elbows to get out. Like, while you elbowed Conor McGregor and then punched his security guard to get out. Like, come on.
And also, I saw pictures or a video of them at the club later.
Yeah.
Like, so if there's a problem, why are we still with them,
And if it did happen, poor woman, Conor McGregor's a piece of shit. But if she's lying, like, you might need to be a little bit more strategic about your money grabs like that.
Yeah.
Like, dude, this is not there's cameras fucking everywhere.
Also,
And you got you tell me you got raped in a public bathroom and you didn't scream?
we can't say that word on TikTok. Well, I won't.
Yeah, we won't clip this part.
Okay.
You got raped.
You got. Also, how much of a how much of a tear did he go on that night, knocking out the mascot, and then he's in the bathroom
my God.
stall?
Taking down a
Amazing.
taking down a chubby bitch.
Miami is not a good place for Conor McGregor.
No,
dude.
Conor
Get
McGregor
him
is
out of there.
Yeah. Conor McGregor's a demon.
Send him back to the motherland, huh?
Jesus, dude.
What are you guys reading?
We're watching the video and
him with her after.
I'm
That's
sorry,
a big
but
broad,
the-
huh?
Yeah.
I mean, I know I'm biased because I'm a fan or whatever, but like, I'm sorry. If he was gonna do this, it would be
She
with
would
a lot
let
better
him,
looking.
huh?
It would be a lot better looking
All
girl
right.
too, right?
Listen, and like,
You can tell that girl's
Bro.
thick.
she's
Big.
Hey, more cushion for the pushing, dude.
Yeah.
More fluffing for the stuffing.
Sean, just fuck him already.
He's
huh?
he's in Miami. Yeah, right.
It was you. He was calling you.
Sean's just wearing a wig. Oh my god.
Want to wrap this thing up?
Yeah, I think we're at the point. Thank you guys again for tuning in.
Solid episode, dude. Episode 20 out the door, huh?
Yep. See you guys next week.
Appreciate it.